Hi, this is Matthew with Garagistic. Thanks for joining us again. Here today we're going to talk about our E30 rear trailing arm reinforcement kit. Now you may have seen this on the website, but we just figured we elaborate on some very common questions that we get and whether it's proper use in your application or if it's just overkill. Basically what you end up getting here is a gusset plate that goes along the bottom of the trailing arm. And what you do to install these is you just basically start a weld here, and then you basically tap this on there to get that proper contour. And what this plate basically does is what BMW realized later down the line with their M Coupe. You may have noticed on an M Coupe trailing arm, there's a bar that runs across the trailing arm. And why that is because these trailing arms actually bend and flex as you race them or drift, or basically any motorsport type application, you'll kind of see them flex and bend and stuff like that. So basically this bar will strengthen that so that doesn't happen. The reason it's not in a bar form like BMW is because on some severely lowered cars, that bar can actually pinch on some gas filler components. So we went with the wing setup. It's a little bit slicker, it looks a little bit more aerodynamic, and it's just aesthetically a little bit more pleasing. It also has a drain plug, so that way it can't get filled with water or anything like that, and the wire for your ABS can still go through that. So that's very, very handy. Also included in this kit is the bar in the rear. Now this is more of like a preventative maintenance item. It is required in rear true coilover setups because this cast part can snap off. So basically what this bar does is basically make sure that this thing cannot snap off. This is where your rear shock is connected to. So this is a very, very good item to have at the very same time. Now again, we offer this in a weld it yourself kit where you can buy these two items separately, or you can buy the whole rear trailing arm and we basically supply you with the core. Now you can send your core after the fact or before the fact. It really depends on what you're able to do. If you send it after, there's a core charge and basically you get that refunded when we get it back. While you're in there though, if you are welding it yourself, you should really look into reinforcing the rear sway bar tab. This is basically a guaranteed failure spot if you run bigger sway bars. So take the time, do it right, and reinforce that component. This is something that is included in our core exchange program. Thank you for joining us, and be sure to click on the links if you're interested in the product. Thank you.